countries are rationing fuel, while others are cutting working days in bid to cope with the fuel crisis triggered by the war in Iran. But here in Kenya, things seem different. The question remains, is Kenya safe or are we still buying time? Across the globe, governments are taking emergency measures as fuel supplies tighten. In Bangladesh, fuel is being rationed. In Sri Lanka, a 4-day workweek has been introduced to reduce consumption, and in several countries, panic buying has triggered long queues at fuel stations. At the heart of this crisis is the Strait of Hormuz, a vital global shipping lane through which nearly 20% of the world's oil and liquefied natural gas flows. Any disruption here sends instant shockwaves across global energy markets, tightening supply and pushing fuel prices higher worldwide. Countries that rely heavily on imports are feeling the impact first. For millions of people, the effects are already clear. Transport costs are rising, businesses are slowing down, and governments are urging citizens to cut back on fuel use. This is no longer just an energy issue, it's quickly turning into a cost of living crisis. But here in Kenya, the picture is different. Fuel stations remain operational. There are no widespread shortages. Public transport continues to run normally. So why is Kenya not feeling the pressure yet? The government says it is prepared. National Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi explains that measures are already in place to cushion Kenyans from possible fuel price hike.
The current fuel pricing cycle, 15th March to 14th April, is not likely to be affected since the product concerned was delivered prior to the Middle East conflict.
One key tool is the Fuel Price Stabilization Fund, which currently holds about 17 billion Kenya shillings. Established under the Petroleum Development Levy, it helps keep pump prices steady for the short term. Additionally, the government is exploring adjustments to VAT on fuel, potentially shifting to a fixed rate per unit to maintain price stability. Kenya is also leveraging on government-to-government fuel deals. Under these arrangements, the country imports fuel directly from Gulf nations like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates on credit. This approach reduces immediate pressure on the dollar, stabilizes supply, and shields the country from sudden shocks in the global market. Simply put, Kenya isn't relying entirely on the volatile global spot market. However, experts caution that Kenya is not completely insulated if global oil prices keep rising or if supply disruptions worsen. Local effects could still be felt. While most of the world continues to grapple with fuel crisis, Kenya's to-Gdeal seems to be buying the country time. But with the uncertainty rising, Kenya's stability will be tested. Christabel Njeri, and this is PMTV.